All right, good evening, everybody. Been watching YouTube for a little while here. Took a little nap. What is, what's up with YouTube? I don't know what YouTube has become. Does anybody really know? It's become a giant gang war or whatever. Johnny Gobbler and the Crack Tooth Chronicles and Ryan Upchurch and all the, it's turned into a gang. Creek Squad or whatever it is. It's very dangerous. I watched a couple videos today and people were talking about they're worried about this guy, Johnny Gobbler. He's harmless. They're trying to turn something into it. They're worried that this guy's having a breakdown on YouTube, but not really. It's entertainment. It's all staged, scripted, planned. They all know each other somewhere down the road. It's really funny. It really is. But this is what YouTube has become. These big subs or these people that think they're famous. Like they're real. I'm YouTube famous. Yeah, but YouTube ain't nothing. YouTube has been labeled as a bunch of nut jobs. They're not real famous people. They're famous in their own ways. They're making their own records. They're selling their own records or whatever, but they are not acknowledged by the music companies. So they're really not famous. They're famous on YouTube. I'll give them that. A lot of people know them. They make a lot of records and everything, but to the real music world, these people are not acknowledged as famous people. I'm famous. I can say I'm famous now, because I have a YouTube channel. I mean, really, it's gotten, when you talk to the pros, the pro doctors, the pro psychologists and everything, these people got problems. They got problems. I've been trying to tell YouTube that. Look at what you let become on YouTube. A bunch of psychotic cuckoos. I don't know. That's just my thing. It's like these people have taken over YouTube. Not even YouTube can stop these people. It's unreal. People are worried about Johnny Gobbler. People are worried about Upchurch, Ryan Upchurch and everything. A year ago, Ryan Upchurch was the cuckoo on YouTube. Everybody was, he's a nut job. He was making videos that the government was going to kill him or whatever. And he didn't, he'll never kill himself or whatever. Saying that the government was after him or whatever. I don't know. It's turned into a zoo. And, madness and craziness sells on YouTube, so it's all part of their thing. Like I said, at one time they knew each other, I don't know. I think it's funny because people are now all jumping on the bandwagon, the Gobbler Express or whatever it is, the Upchurch Express. I don't know. It's like that with a lot of channels, so I think it's funny, and I think everybody should play into it and make all kinds of videos about it. sing all kinds of songs about it. Whatever makes them feel good, you know. It's entertainment, acting. You know, there ain't nothing too much that's real on YouTube anymore, except for the madness. The madness and the craziness is real. The YouTube wars and gangs or whatever, and you know, them are real. They've like taken over YouTube. I don't know. It's nutso. Oh God. I don't know. I think it's funny though. Uh, but it always is funny until someone gets hurt. So I'm worried for both of them because both of them ain't acting right. Um, you know, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But don't you worry, Mr. Upchurch, yeah. 'Cause you'll write another song about it. And the gobbler will win one, yeah. Johnny Gobbler. And the Crack Tooth Chronicles. Oh my God. Nah, who knows? But I imagine it's all part of the skit, you know. It's all part of it, you know. If anybody needs to be worried about anybody, it's Upchurch. He's got a lot of weapons, and he's talking about he'll never kill himself, and that's usually how it happens. Next thing you know, either Upchurch is going to kill himself or he's going to kill somebody, and he'll try and use his fame to get out of it. I mean, I've seen this 1,000 times with these superstars. And they're not superstars, you know. They think they're famous, you know, like like uh you know, famous people, and they're not. And it's sad. They both got lost in the world. You know, I can remember when I first got on YouTube, there was people saying that Upchurch was a drug dealer and involved in all kinds of bad stuff or whatever. You know, I don't know if that's true. That's just what was on YouTube when I first got on YouTube. You know, who's to say? Nobody really knows. You know, nobody knows. I don't know. But I would be worried about the guy that's got all the guns and talking about the government's going to kill him and he'd never kill himself or whatever. That's the person you really got to watch out, not Johnny Cracktooth Chronicles. Oh, man. You know, there's only one people to blame, and that's YouTube for letting these people and these gangs and these organizations thrive on YouTube. It's cost a lot of people's deaths, and it's just like the Delphi murder case where the sheriff got on there and said the people are going to be shocked when they know that all this madness, all that death out there was caused by this person. You know, so that told me it was probably a YouTuber or somebody thinking they, you know, somebody definitely that has money is the cause of all this or whatever. I don't know. And no, I'm not saying Ryan Upchurch is the cause of the Delphi murders. You know, I don't know. I don't have no evidence. It's obvious, though, it was somebody famous. or appeared to be famous or well known in their community or whatever. I just find it funny though how all these guys know each other. Somewhere down the road, they were friends at one time or knew each other or whatever. Uh, but fame will do that, you know. So it goes both ways. I watched Johnny Gobbler's videos, not too threatening. You know, he's not a threatening guy. You watch Ryan Upchurch videos, and he's walking around with guns. He's yelling, screaming, very angry, banging on stuff, and you know. So, yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It's gotten to become a mess, though. I can tell you that much. And I think Johnny Gobbler is they secured a threat. Aha. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah, because you know, like I said a couple years ago, Ryan Upchurch was the nut job. Screaming and yelling and you know, and everybody was like, there's nobody bugging them. And that's the thing. There is nobody bugging these people. I don't know, an illusion in their head or whatever, or a skit where it's all made up. It's part of the skit. It's part of the drama, the views, the subs, the selling of records. I don't know. I'm glad I'm not involved in it, and I don't want nothing to do with it. And for one, I was raised, you never show your weapons. You never flash them around to anybody. You never walk around with them. They're there for your protection and your family's protection at home. You know, and it's gotten outrageous. Where actually these people are making content and acting, but yet there's people out there that don't know it's part of a skit or acting, and they take it serious and they act on it. You know, and then when someone gets hurt, they're all like, "Oh, well, it was just a skit." Well, you got to say that. You got to let these people know, you know, that these people ain't, you know, it's just a skit. It's just a part of the thing. Enjoy it. You know, nobody's going to get hurt, but there are people getting hurt over it, and it's sad, and now every time you turn it's some kind of a Creek Squad or the Skins or whatever. You know, I'm like, what the heck is going on with these people? But it's nobody's fault but YouTube. They should have nipped it in the bud a long time ago. And, you know, social media, the authorities were right on some of it. Social media is the cause for a lot of this madness that's going down. You know, YouTube is the cause of a lot of the madness. The fake media, the trying to get publicity and everything, and what they create to try and get publicity is unreal. You know, I grew up in Chicago, so I know the real thugs, the real OGs, uh, and the life they live on the streets, and they don't act, you know. Um, and I'm not the only one that's lived close to a city or in a bad neighborhood and knows the real people, you know, the real guys that are nut jobs that you tell everybody, hey, you know, don't mess with that guy. You know, they'll kill you quicker and they'll just leave you laying there and just, you know. So it really has gotten crazy, and I don't monkey with the rap stuff or anything to do with rap or anything. That's the brothers thing. They built it, they created it. I have to be honest with that. That's their baby. When the white guys try to go in there and start, they don't take too kindly to that. I was always raised, that's theirs. They created it. You don't go in there and tell them how to do it, whatever, yada, yada. You know, that's why we don't have this kind of problems in rock and roll and classic rock and R&B and everything. We don't have these giant gangs or whatever. No, I don't know. It's just we don't monkey with that shit. We don't want nothing to do with it. We wash our hands with it's too much trouble. Too many people have died, and we wash our hands of it. That's why we don't get wrapped up into it. That's why we don't support it. We let the brothers run their thing the way they do. That's it. We don't. I don't get into that. I don't go. I'm a rapper. I'm a country singer. I'm a rock and roll. I ain't nothing. I'm just a YouTuber making content. Acting. That's what YouTube is all about. That's what the whole thing was supposed to be. All people can get on there. They can act like an idiot if they want. They can do whatever. And now people are doing it. And YouTube is attacking the people that are smaller, that are a threat to nobody. And they're supporting the big viewing people. They're supporting the people that are like, when Trump said he can go out in the middle of the street and shoot somebody point blank in the head and nobody would do anything about it. That's what this is becoming. And like I said, I've seen a lot of things where these people it'll get out of hand between these people and someone will get hurt and then they'll try and say, well, I'm famous or I'm this or I'm a YouTuber. And that, it just don't float. It don't float with me. I don't know. And believe me, I'm here to tell you guys, if you watch these people for so long, it's just like mama and daddy used to say when we were younger. If you're around idiots all the time, you'll become an idiot. And they're right. It'll rub off on you. Next thing you know, you're acting like an idiot just for views or subs. And it's unreal. You know how many videos I took down that had big views on them? 800 views on one of them. I took it down. People are like, why'd you do that? No one could make you take them down. I know that. I took them down because I'm not here for that. To prove that I can go on, even though I got rid of one of my big viewing videos. Had a lot of views on it in a short time. But it's not about that. People are making money off of people. I can understand why some people are upset and why the government is involved. Well, because a lot of these people make income on their YouTube channels and they don't collect it or they don't claim it. And therefore, here comes the IRS. That's income. You got to report it. I mean, it really gets technical when you look into all this kind of stuff and everything. And, if you're pulling in $5,000, a year or whatever on YouTube or whatever, or getting donations or whatever, that's income. I tried to explain that to a couple YouTubers and they were like, what? That's income. Don't you claim that? If you made 10 grand last year on YouTube, you got to claim that. That's income. You made that. Where'd that money go? You got to, no, you can't do that. This is all free money. No, there ain't nothing free. There ain't nothing free except for dying and paying bills. That's free. They don't charge you to pay bills. So, but that's how these wars get started. That's how these people get killed. That's how these children get kidnapped and stolen and lured in and whatever. YouTube apps. Well, in the beginning, it was fun. Okay, YouTube, social media, Facebook, and it was fun. But see, Satan and his goons figured out how to use it as a killing tool, as a weapon. Just like anything else man gets his hands on, he finds a way to destroy it. And that's what's happening to YouTube right in front of your face. And a lot of people are saying, well, this Johnny Gobbler guy is on the brink of madness and everything. Well, possibly. But he was drove to it. And I really shouldn't say that, because he ain't that bad. A lot of people are trying to make something out of nothing. Johnny Gobbler and his videos are not threatening at all. Has he lost his mind? No. Probably the only thing that's keeping him sane is probably YouTube. But people don't understand the world that we live in, that there are laws out there. Meaning if you brawl bash, beat somebody down, whatever, verbally or whatever, and then people go out and take their lives, that ain't good. Here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to say. You're not that famous to be charged with crimes. Do you people understand? Now, I know a lot of you are saying, but they're famous people. I don't care who they are. Just as they brought our Father, Jesus Christ, to the grave and to the cross with laws, they will surely do to the rest of us if you break them laws. So I'm just saying to some of these YouTubers out there, if you commit a crime and someone gets hurt or something, it's real. It ain't fake. It was all made up or whatever. And where I'm famous, or I got 2 million viewers. I'm not going to go to prison or whatever. No, you will. Just as a movie star will, and a rock and roll guy. That's a superstar or whatever. They commit a murder, you got to pay for it. Nobody is above the law. Not me, not yous, not even our Father, God Almighty, Jesus Christ, was above the laws. Nobody was. Nobody is. So, you have to be careful, and you have to remember, these people that are on YouTube are not like me. Most of these guys got rap sheets for dangerous, bad boys with bad toys, longer than both of our arms, So you have to be careful. And most of them are connected with gangs and people that can have you killed. And that's really what we're dealing with on YouTube. It is not safe no more to be a YouTuber. It just, and it's sad, because I know what people are saying. There's no way, and you can't shut down YouTube. No, it won't be me. I'm a YouTuber. Won't be me shutting down YouTube. It'll be the viewers that just are waiting for a new thing to come along, similar to YouTube. And then they'll jump from YouTube to that or whatever and just do away with this madness. And that's what it's become. Everybody's, they're using their viewers as weapons. So I do agree with the government on that. And that's what they informed us on everything was, these people are using their viewers as weapons, as gangs, as platoons. And, just like everybody else, I was shocked. No, there's no, are you kidding me? No. But it is, and it is becoming that. And it's been it for a while. It's just people haven't noticed it. Am I worried about Johnny Gobbler? No. If anything, I'd be worried about him hurting himself. He don't seem like a violent person. Even in his videos, he's not going crazy or throwing stuff around or cursing or swearing all the time. Like I said, Satan is a very angry person, and he's angry all the time. Although they both are funny, Johnny Gobbler and Upchurch, they're funny people, but it's just, it gets too bad. And then these people have a breakdown or whatever over it, and then people make fun of them, and then they end up doing something bad. So you YouTubers out there that are new, be strong. Hang in there, grow in time. Rome wasn't built in a day. And don't sell your souls. And I'm afraid these boys have sold their souls to the devil. And these people have. And they're connected up. They're hooked up with people. That means they're organized. Very bad people. And they're connected with people. A gang, club, whatever, mafia, whatever. So I can see how people are saying what, I can see how Uncle Ted is saying, how could this be happening in our country? How could they be letting these thugs in boots tear our country apart? So I can understand what Ted Nugent is talking about. And if you don't act like a nut or crazy, you're not going to get the views. You're not going to get the subs. Stick to your content that you people are making. Don't let people sidetrack you. And I see it all the time in some of these chat rooms that I go into. Some of these people, these women, some of these dudes are good at what they do. And if they go live, there'll be somebody that comes into that chat room and they will distract them and send them on another route. And I'll be like, no, back up. Stick to what you were doing. It was great. And some of these dudes are good at what they do, but they'll get sidetracked by a live chat or whatever, or somebody comes into there and, says something or whatever, distracts them from the case or whatever. So keep that in mind. And like I said, be safe. Be safe. I used to watch that haaaaa Dugan all the time. I really did. Every Sunday morning, I would wake up and I would watch haaaaa Dugan in the morning when I was having my coffee, when she was working on her cabin. And it brought me peace. But then I started commenting on her videos And people were like, well, who are you? I'm like, I'm just a viewer, a sub. You can't even post anything. You can't even say that these women are beautiful and intelligent. People are like, what'd you say? I said she was beautiful and an intelligent, incredible woman. Who are you? I've never seen anybody so paranoid as these people on YouTube. It's like going into a crack house. It brings me back 30 years ago. Uh, going into a drug room, a drug house, and people just so effing paranoid. You know, Unreal. I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion. You know, all are welcome in my chat room, uh, except for these bots, robots, or whatever that have been posting or whatever. And I've had trolls in my chat room where I just said, you're allowed here, but please don't fill up my chat with nonsense and post the same thing 50 times. And one of them said, okay, thanks. And that was it. They never posted anything again. They're allowed here. Just don't destroy my chat. It's always going to be something, folks, on YouTube. It's always going to be something on YouTube. The Delphi case and all that and this and that. I think people are going to be shocked when they find out that who's really involved in it and who was actually the cause of it and why this happened. I think people are going to be shocked. They're going to be like, what the? Are you kidding me? Oh, no, it's probably everything the police said it was. And I wouldn't doubt it if there's a bunch of famous people or somebody that was famous involved in it or the root cause of it, which might have been the reason something happened out there at Delphi. They had a lot of money, drugs or whatever, and power or whatever. And, I don't know. It could be. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not sure. We got to worry about trolls being sent. It's just unreal. It's unbelievable. It brings me back to war. We're being invaded. This is espionage. What do you mean? Well, they're sending trolls. Well, they're just trolls. Yeah, but so were the patrols that killed, that were sent out and killed most of our boys. They were just trolls, you know. Uh, yeah, so I can see what these people are complaining about. You have to have a legal Gmail account with a real address and a real photo. And that's why they're trying to bring in face recognition to be able to tell, is that really the person who they really say they are? Because there's been just so much deceive. And YouTube has become, as a great singer once said, the river of deceit. That's what YouTube has become. Yeah, that's what it's become. I know billionaires that don't walk around with weapons, but yet Upchurch claims he's so huge he's got to wear his gun around. Yeah, that ain't working, Upchurch. You know, I know billionaires that don't walk around with weapons. uh, I don't know. I'm worried for both of them boys. Me, I'm an actor. I can act like an idiot. And I'll tell you, I'm acting. It's a skit. You know, I'm dumb, but I ain't that dumb. I like my freedom. I come from a long line of the Wallaces. You know, you could take a lot from us, but you will never take our freedom. So, you know, we'll protect our freedoms. We'll protect our families. We'll protect ourselves, but we'll never let you take our freedoms. But then again, the more freedoms we give this crazy country, the more the body count rises. So I do agree with some of these officials and everything and government people that it's turned into a zoo. Social media, YouTube, social media did take the police and the government for a ride. And they're finally figuring out that these people are, and you know, they sent people on a wild goose chase. They collected money on dead girls and families and created and hide child pornography and tried to hide pedophilia rings and gangs and clubs. And they're guilty. I can't go against the government. I can't go against the FBI and Homeland Security because it's true. They did. They tried to cover up stuff and tried to make it out and set people up to take the fall that were innocent. So I can't go against the government. I can't do it. I can't say you're wrong because they're not. They are right. Most of these YouTube channels have not become entertainment. They become hit teams, gangs, clubs, organizations. And I can't go against the government. I'm sorry. I have to stand with them on that. It's gotten crazy. Nuts. Don't ever hurt anybody. You know, you want to make fun of someone, make fun of them. You know, you shouldn't make fun of people, but we don't live in the world that you people think we live in. You can't do that. You can't say that. I don't know what to tell you people. I am from a different place than you people, where you heard the N word every day. It was part of life. You heard the H word, the honky word. I grew up around people of other colors. What do you, what, I don't understand what to say to these people. I really don't know what to say to these people. I'm not from your place. I grew up where it was, if you had a beef with somebody, you duked it out, you know. But then these people take it to another level. It's not duking it out. It's not talking about it or anything. It's these people have you killed for a drug, you know, or money or whatever, or a car or truck or whatever. It's gotten out of hand. I can't go against the government. I've had family in military, and I wasn't raised to go against them. When they come to me and they say, hey, these dudes are idiots, you know, you're an idiot, but you're not that big of an idiot. No, I'm not. I'm dumb. I got a disability, but I ain't that dumb to go out and waste it all away on because somebody's making fun of me or makes a video about me or or whatever. No, that's okay. Go on. Hey, we come from a different pride, a different group where we were used to it. Someone call someone the N word or a racial slur. That was just part of life. I don't know what to tell you. It was just part of life. You know how many times I've been called a crackhead? That was just part of. That's how we joked around when we were younger. You crackhead, what are you doing? You meth head, you whatever. That's just words that was used. You nut job, whatever. Yeah, that was just the way we were raised. I'm sorry. If people wanted to change, then you have to all change. You can't just say that guy needs to change, but this guy with 2.5 million viewers don't have to change. He can say whatever he wants. He could do whatever he wants because he's got 2.5 million viewers or whatever. No, it don't work that way. I wish it did, people, but it don't. And that's how a lot of these guys get themselves in a ringer, is they think, well, I'm a superstar. I'm untouchable, and they're not. It's like a movie star with a lot of money and famous. Well, I'm untouchable. Yeah, tell that to one of the richest men in the world that spent half of his life behind bars. That was one of the richest guys in the world. The Wall of Sound, Mr. Spencer. One of the richest dudes in the world. A record producer who thought he was untouchable. But he spent most of his time in prison after he got caught. And so did a lot of other people. And even I've gotten done. People think, I'm the first one to tell you, when I was younger, I was a hellraiser. But I never had to kill and I never had to steal. Now, was I around it? Yes. Did I get blamed for a lot of stuff that I had nothing to do with? Yes. And I imagine a lot of people did. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that grew up that way in the city or on the outskirts of the city, or knew people that lived in the city or visit the city or lived in a bad neighborhood. Everybody did. I don't know what to say to these people. It's just the way we were raised. You're sitting around with a bunch of your buddies at a party or something, and you're joking around. And if you grew up in a different race and creed with people that, I went to school with Hispanics, I went to school with black people, I went to school with Philippine people, and you name it. It was a big pot of gumbo. So when you're sitting around with these dudes and you're sitting around drinking beer and you're hanging around, that's how they joke around. That's how they joke around. I can remember being with a bunch of African American people and them calling themselves the N word. Why a bunch of us were hanging out with them and chilling or whatever. If you grew up in that kind of a world, it was normal. That was just part of the streets. I don't know what to say to these people. I mean, what I don't know what to, some of these YouTube channels have taken it way too far, and this is what equals uh, people getting hurt: money, power, sex, drugs, you name it. These people will do whatever they have to do to want to be something, you know. I don't know. I don't even know why Upchurch wastes his time with this silly stuff with the Johnny Gobbler. I don't know why he wastes his time with this stuff. I have no idea. But he does. Why does he let it get to him? I have no idea. But they've gotten to him. They've gotten inside his brain. And he feels like he has to explain or show these people up. You don't have to do nothing, Upchurch. Walk away from it. Here, I'm somebody that's older than you and has experience in this stuff. They're doing it deliberately to you. Do you understand that? To deliberately get inside your head, to deliberately throw you off of your goals or whatever. They're deliberately doing it. So, what can I say? I don't know what to say. I've been there. I've done it. Drugs, you name it. Drinking, you name it. But I feel some of these people have gotten in way too far. They can't get out. They're so far deep in it, they can't get out. Which that term becomes they sold their soul to the devil. No, I didn't make that up. This is something that's been going on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, people. That term. I didn't make it up. They sold their souls to the devil. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they are in so far deep. They don't know reality from fantasy. They're not like me. They don't know reality from fantasy, from from what's real, because in their heads they're movie stars. They're famous. They could do whatever they want. Their lawyers and their money will buy them out of it. But sometimes it just don't work that way. So why is Upchurch walking around with a gun? I have no idea. I know people that got billions of dollars that don't walk around with a firearm. I don't even walk around with a firearm. Why is he? I don't know. I have no idea. Don't fall into it. That's all I have to say to them. Is though they want to suck you into some kind of a retaliation war where you retaliate against one of them with a weapon or fighting or whatever. I wouldn't waste my time with any of that crap. They can make fun of me all day. Make fun of me all day. Call me whatever names you want. But here's one thing that ain't going to happen. I ain't going to lose everything I got because these idiots are trying to suck you up into some kind of a war. So I ain't falling for it. I don't want nothing to do with it. I wash my hands of the Johnny Gobbler Crack Tooth Chronicles. It's just I don't see nothing threatening about Johnny Gobbler or whatever. But then again, they said that about Lee Harvey Oswald. I don't know what to say. I have no idea. Just be safe, people. That's all. These people, believe me, I've gone through it. People saying I'm nuts. I'm stalking them. I'm doing that. And they were proven to be liars. Liars. I've been here the whole time. If I'm going to go somewhere, I'll tell you people, hey, I'm heading to Chicago. If I'm going, hey, I'm heading back out to Cali or something, or I'm going out east or something. I got nothing to hide. I ain't got killers looking for me, or I would have been dead already. So I got nothing to hide. And what's sad is you can't even say what you're going to do because there's idiots out there watching to want to do damage or bodily harm to people. It's just unbelievable. YouTube has become a very dangerous, compromised thing. So has TikTok or whatever they call it, Instagram, even Facebook, but Facebook face recognition and all that. So it is getting better on Facebook, but YouTube's probably a little bit far behind. I put my real photos on YouTube and Facebook because I got nothing to hide. It's only somebody that don't have a real photo of them, and you really don't know if that's even them, but I don't know. But like I said, nothing has changed. These people still live 400 years ago, 1,000 years ago. Nothing has changed. People, slavery's over with. No, it ain't. I don't know where you people, and these people thrive off of it. Why do you think they're taking your kids and kidnapping your kids, or people are coming up dead or missing or turned into prostitutes? Nothing has changed. Sorcery, magic. Oh, that's not real. It's a thing of the past. Well, sure. Exactly what the Bible said. The devil wanted everybody to think it was just a lie. They created this, not us. I didn't create this bull crap, and I ain't going to suffer for it, or no one should have to suffer for it. It ain't our madness. We didn't create it. It's a catch-22. If you do or you don't, you're danged if you do and you don't. I didn't create this madness, and we're not going to suffer for it. Believe me, America is so close to an internal war within its own country that it's just unbelievable. Like I said, sometimes I have to agree with Ted Nugent. Not all the time, but sometimes I do agree with him. I can't believe this is happening in our country. I can't believe YouTube. I can't believe Facebook, Instagram have become a tool for killers and child creeps. And even politicians. I just can't believe this is happening. It's not what they sold us on. And that's pretty much what it is. And all this, it's become a giant cult. Believe me, we spent many years in other countries trying to get rid of these people. And all along, they've been just harvesting right here in the good old USA. And when you got people out there screaming, saying, we're under attack, meaning this country literally from the inside is being attacked, and they don't want to listen. And they still won't listen, even when you tell these guys, well, I've been on the force, I've been Homeland Security for 30, 40 years. I'm telling you, this country's going to get hit. And it's you people that are saying it's impossible that are going to open the doors for these idiots to come in and hit this country again because you fail to just believe that it can happen right underneath your noses. And it did. And it will again. They are just not, they don't have the manpower. They just don't have the manpower and the capabilities to strike that fast when we give them a warning. When we say, hey, we think something's going to happen, get a hold of Homeland Security, Pentagon, let them know, be on the ball. This is when these idiots like to come out, is when this country is at its worst. But you know what? They won't listen. And they think they know it all. And this is a warfare that they've never seen, a psychological warfare, where they can't believe it's even happening. They're like, how did that happen? Easily. It was easily done. Well, when you got a country of people that don't believe their government, well, then you just got madness. I don't know what to tell you. When you got individuals that are so brainwashed on what they were raised on their whole lives, and you tell them, hey, we're going to get hit. Well, impossible. That's impossible. God is watching it. No, God has nothing to do with it. If you keep thinking that way, this country will be eaten up and spit out alive. Most of these guys on YouTube have felonies longer than our arms and legs, but yet you see them on TV or on YouTube with weapons. So they're underpowered, and that's where you got to subcontract out to another country, and you bring in other people to come in and police the country because it's just out of control. And I can't say I disagree with the government at all. How many more children got to die? How many more family members have to be sucked up into it? How many more people are tricked and forced into becoming part of this madness? Oh, I see it all the time. Well, the only thing you could do is join forces with us, and you could come in with us, and you could be no. I've never been in a gang club organization in my life. I've had friends, gone to parties, and we stuck up for each other, but never a gang, never a club, never an organization. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to team up with come in with us. We're connected. And then the next thing you know, you ain't got a pot to piss in. Just like me. Come in, you're one of us. You're one. Yeah, sure I am. There goes my checkbook and my cars, my house, and everything I got. I ain't falling for it. Like I said, I used to watch a lot of these YouTube channels in the morning. I'd wake up, have my coffee, watch these incredible women. And then the next thing you know, you find out they're not what they are. And sometimes I watch these dudes and they're cool and everything is, these, and then you find out that, well, this happened and, or they're teamed up with these guys, which these guys are connected in some kind of a gang, the Cholos and the little Alrukins. And next thing you know, you got all kinds of crap going on. I don't know. curse. Got to be a curse put on this country. Has to be. Well, I don't know. I would stay on the ball, though. Government, we just don't know what's going on. When you got citizens that just don't trust the government, the FBI anymore, yeah, the only thing I could say is probably a war is coming. Maybe a revolutionary war or whatever these people are. I don't know. So, a lot of people say, well, the government was created by the people. No, it wasn't. The government was created from some people that came over here and took this country from somebody else and created their government, which the people that came over here and took the land created this thing, and they were the ones and their family members and their friends that were part of it that came over here and conquered America, wrote this whole thing to protect them and put them in power and their laws. The same ones that said, thou shalt not kill or thou shalt not do this and that came to this country and did it to other people and then wrote whatever, a constitution or whatever, only to empower themselves. We, the people, yeah. What do you think would happen if the people got up and went to war in the streets? Let me tell you what would happen. They would all be arrested or killed or shot or whatever, or be charged with treason against America or whatever. The same people that created the government are the ones that run the show. Their family members, their ancestors, their, yada, yada, yada. That's why we still live in 1876. That's why nothing has changed. They don't want it to change. Too much money in it. So I don't know. But all this stuff going on YouTube, all these wars between these at once were great crime channels, at once were great YouTube channels, have turned to drama and name calling and lawsuits and all kinds of stuff, which is real, which is real. I don't know. People forget it's YouTube. It's not real. Well, it is. It ain't. It's supposed to be entertainment, but it really ain't. It's real. If you kill somebody on YouTube, you're going to go to jail. It's laws. There's nobody above the law, except for the people that make the laws, except for the government people. But now they're even cracking down on that because I guess it goes back to nobody is above the law. So this whole Johnny Gobbler, Ryan Upchurch, this Southern thing going on down there and everything, I don't want nothing to do with it. I want to wash my hands of it. I guess the South has changed so much since I was a kid and used to go down there fishing and camping and all kinds of stuff. We just didn't have this stuff 30, 40 years ago. Just recently, this has all become a zoo. So it ain't what it was when I was growing up. Uh, the South was the South. You went fishing, hunting. You sat around on the front porch or in the front room with the family. You ate good food. You did chores or whatever. These days, I don't know what it's become. I can tell you guys this: the devil does have a hand in it. I can tell you guys that. So, what do you do? I don't know. You new YouTubers out there, be safe. That's all you can do. Some of these people are nut jobs, you know, and some of these people will deliberately cause a big stink to try and make it look like it's something that it ain't. I've seen that too so many times on YouTube, you know, where people say something, you go back and you look at it. What did he say that was so, or what did she say that was so? Well, look at what she said. There's, yeah. So what what do you mean? You know, you're getting that dramatic over. Well, I might be killed. I might be, you know, it's a stalker. It's this. It's that. You know, I've dealt with stalkers before, and I think I got a few stalkers myself. I mean, we have to protect ourselves. But there's one thing protecting ourselves and deliberately making someone out to be crazy so you can, because you don't like them, or you want to try and kill them because you're being paid or money or whatever. So, yeah, why do these people even waste their time with these videos? I don't know. I have no idea. Why is Brian Upchurch so worried about Johnny Gobbler? I have no idea. They used to know each other, supposedly. You know, why are all these people on YouTube going crazy and actually creating the madness, spreading the evil amongst us? Well, Satan does that. You know, he's the one that says, "Here, hold this. You think it's God? I'll be back," and never comes back with his to get his cancer or whatever. You know. So we've seen this numerous times. You know, they will play it out to make them seem like, you know, a little world or word is the cause of everything. Well, it's the word. It's a word, you idiot. I got brains. Just because someone calls me a name don't mean I'm going to go out and conquer the world. Well, these people are lost. I got a disability, and I think sometimes I'm more smarter than these people that got millions of dollars. You know, you can't say that. I got millions of dollars. I'll sue you. Well, there you go. It's a word. If you can't get through life because someone calls you a word, when you this country's got more problems than what I thought. Just a word. But these people can't let things go. They don't know how to let it go. Why? Well, they sold their souls to the devil. The devil knows only one thing. The same thing repeatedly over and over again. I've been there. I'll tell you that much. I used to be one of them. You know, they are connected. They are hooked up, gangs, clubs, whatever, organizations. And that's the world we live in. You people wanted the truth, there it is. I wish we lived in a world that was perfect, but we don't. You know, I don't know what to tell these people. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, true crime, Maria. I didn't create this madness. It was here before I was born. I didn't create it. I ain't gonna deal with it. It don't bother me. I've been called honky. I've been called all kinds of names. It don't bother me one bit because I grew up around it, and that was part of rousing your buddies or the people you were around. Back then it was, what are you, a sissy? You can't take a joke. You can't joke around or anything. That's what it was part of. These days, it's you know, it's different. You can't be doing that kind of stuff. Now I'm just using the stuff I'm saying as a phrase, minotaur or whatever. Uh, that's just the way it was. You know, I graduated high school in '86. I'm 50 something years old now. The world has changed. Maybe the way we were raised wasn't the right way. Maybe sitting on the corner or in the backyard of your friend's house with a bunch of people drinking beer, having fun with different colors, races. Uh, uh, you know, uh, maybe that was a different thing back then. I don't know. That's just the way. That's just what we did. I'm sorry. You know, we didn't take offense to it like people do today. And I grew up with an African American family. It lived right down the street. My family and uncles, well, why? Well, because they went to war with these guys. They were war buddies, and that, even there was racist stuff, and they joked around like that, even in the army, even in the Marines, the Air Force, the Navy. That they joked around like that. That's what they did. They call each other names. You know, they were buddies. They joked around. I don't know. That's just the way they were. That's just the way they were. True crime. I don't think people should have the chance to learn and grow from mistakes. If they are not willing to learn, I'm okay with canceling them from my life. But I mean, yeah, true crime, Maria. If somebody is aggravating you all the time, what do you do? Well, you just stay away from that person, right? You don't let them people into your life, right? You don't hang around with them. You don't, you know, it's like the Bible says, if that hand does wrong, then cut that hand off. Well, that's what we do. If we don't like somebody or like what they think or the way they look or whatever, we just cut them off from our lives or whatever. You know, I don't know. You're right about that. You know, And people should grow, but you know, they've been brainwashed. MK Ultra. They don't know how to grow. They will never grow. They were programmed this stuff their whole life. It's the way they were raised. Anything to make a dollar. Anything. It's almost like the Summer Wells case. You know, hearing Don Wells talk about, well, you do whatever to pay the bills or whatever. You know, you do what you got to do to pay the bills. Well, that explains why Summer Wells is, you know, what happened. That explains it. You do whatever you got to do in life to do whatever for the family. For yeah, well, that's what caused a lot of people's deaths and murders and whatever, because you had to do what you had to do to put food on the family for the table, or on the table for the family. You know, that's just part of life. And do I blame them for it? No, that's just the way they were raised. What do you want me to do? Ain't nothing I could do about it. That was the way they were raised. These people practice witchery, sorcery, devil worshiping, whatever. That was what they were raised that way. That's what they believe. There's nothing anyone can do about it. How do you change it? Well, sure, we could change it. We can make sure nobody ever gives praise to the devil. When you start locking them up and prosecuting them for everything, believe me, people will stop worshiping the devil. If we went back to old times and we were burning people at the stake and putting stakes through their hearts and vampires, and you know, then it all probably would stop, because then people would say, "Whoa, this is real." Well, sure it is. What do you think all this death is about? We didn't create it. It was here before we were born. You know, there ain't nothing we could do about it. These guys have been programmed. That's the way they live. And you got to know when to step off and step back, because these people, they want you to they want to suck you into their sin. And I refuse to do it. You know. So I do agree with Uncle Ted on some things. Sure, Ruffalo 9. It'll, you know, it just changed. You know, it's just better to go with the flow, you know. But I can guarantee you this, people, they're going to put you new YouTubers, don't pay any attention to what anyone says. It shouldn't be, you know, you shouldn't pay attention to any of these. If you have a YouTube channel, concentrate on your content. If you're going to act like an idiot, act like an idiot. It's your channel. It ain't nobody else's. And that's what these people have become. You know, they're, well, you're doing this wrong. You're doing that wrong. No, no, I'm not here for the views and subs. I'm here just to have fun. And it's just a hobby. I don't care if I get my YouTube plaque of the year. You know, if I want one that bad, I'll go get a piece of plywood and plexiglass, and I'll make my own YouTube award. And now I know people out there going, you can't do that. Says who? Who do these people really think they are? I have no idea. I think they think they're gods. I don't know, but we'll test them, Lord. We'll test to see if these guys are gods, like we did back in the olden days. You know, impale him, leave him on the stake for 3 days. If he lives after that, he must be a god. Well, I guess that's what these people want. They want me to send them back to medieval times because they still live in them. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Nothing. The devil is real. You can't change these people's minds. That's the way they were raised. That's what they believe. God is real and the devil is real. And nobody can change their minds. You people want to call it alien, double war, whatever. Call it whatever you want. It's not going to change their minds, and they're going to continue doing what they want. Me, I'm just a song and dance man. Movie skit, comedy, nutsoism. Why? Because that's what sells. If I was sitting up here talking about normal stuff, people would say, this is a boring channel. You know, that's what people want. They want commotion. They want this bull crap. You know, that's what they want. And then you give it to them, and then they're like, oh my God, I thought, well, that's what you people wanted. It's like these women, they want the bad boys. You give them the bad boy, and the next thing you know, these women are calling you, this guy's a nut job. Killing everybody, doing whatever, slapping me around. Well, but you wanted that bad boy. You wanted the bad boy. You were madly in love with him. You couldn't live without him. He gave you everything you needed, although he killed, slaughtered, raped, and beat. To do whatever because he's a bad boy. Sold all kinds of drugs to people and everything. Now you're so far down deep, you can't get out. And now they don't want the bad boys. They want the nerdy looking guy now that sits home and or goes to work or the polite guy, the guy that's just an average guy. The bad boys have gone crazy. It's like Chris Watts, the Chris Watts case, everybody. Oh, how could this happen? Easily. He was an idiot. I think he was a serial killer. Along with Brian Laundrie and the rest of these idiots. Everybody on there, oh my God, how could this be happening? And how could it's easy. It's like the John Lennon song or whatever, imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. Well, sure, it's easy. People are a bunch of nuts. It's easy to believe. Look at the world we live in, society. Smirnoff, you're allowed to be on this channel, but not as a robot. Now these people want to go, they're just picking. They just want to pick somebody to go to war with, Here's the thing that these people don't understand. Russia. We're going to go to war with Russia. Russia's on the border. Yeah, they're on their own borders, you idiots. These people are idiots. Oh, they're on the Turkish border. No, they're on their border. See, Russia has a border too. Okay? They're on their border. Now, if America showed up out there and America owned that property, the people would be on there saying America's at their borders. Well, sure we are, idiots. We own the property. So yeah, we're on our borders. But they wanna, the media, they wanna suck us into a war to take more of our children, more of our money, to create more victims, more madness for these people to come home from wars that we got to take care of, that we didn't even create. Yeah, Russia is on the border of Turkish land because Russia owns that part of the land and they're on their own border. Idiots. They'll let people know when they invade. Maybe they're just protecting their borders, much like other countries do, except for the U.S. Idiots. I'm sorry, and it ain't right calling people idiots. I've become, and you know what? YouTube has become a bad influence on me. I got people coming up to me saying, you act totally different when you're not on YouTube. Why? You're nothing that you are on YouTube. You're this polite guy you always call, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, to everybody around here. But when you're on YouTube, you act like an idiot. Well, that's what it's about. The sweetest guy when you're not on YouTube. As soon as you get on YouTube, well, because YouTube is rubbed off on me. The madness that's everywhere on YouTube has rubbed off on me. That's why I take a break once in a while. A day here, a couple days there. You know? And then you're penalized. Everything. If you don't make a video for so long, well, your views are down and your subs are down and so you have to get taken off of YouTube or whatever. Are you nuts? Are these people nuts? Because somebody makes one video or two videos or whatever and ain't on YouTube for money or anything else, but just to be a YouTuber. Well, your views ain't high and your subs ain't high, so we got to take, what are you people talking about? It's a social media program for anybody can join. They want to make rules out of it now. Well, you only got 300 subs, so we really don't care what you say. And we're going to take your videos down because, it's unreal. It's unbelievable. I'm like, did I sign a movie contract with these people or a record deal? Because that's what I feel like. I'm back in a record deal or a movie deal or something, or I got to write so many songs for these, or, no, I'm not. Last time I checked, no. But that's what it's turning out to be. You got to have this many views, this, that. Well, who gives a crap? I'm not in it for the views. If I want to sit here and fart out my butt all day on camera, that's my choice. It's my channel. Well, I don't know what these people want me to do. I don't know. I don't know what they want me to say. I don't know. I'm just a viewer. No, I don't know. Ruffalo 9. Google purchased YouTube for $1.65 billion nearly 15 years ago. Yeah, and they still haven't paid it all yet. And Ruffalo 9 says it has been a tremendous success for parent companies, Alphabet, and now contributing nearly 11% to overall revenue. Of what? YouTube or They don't pay any of my revenue. Their YouTube is in it for the money. Google, whoever, they're in it for the money. They don't understand that there's obligations that comes with that, you know. And they should say that when someone joins YouTube, there should be a thing stating if you don't have this many subs by this amount of time, we have to take your videos down. You know, or you can't be a YouTuber or whatever. But like I said, there's millions and millions of people that are waiting for something new other than YouTube to join. Something like YouTube, but without the idiots and without the it's all about subs, you know. And what gets me, today's idiots are tomorrow's movie stars or rock stars or whatever. That's how it works. Today's killers and idiots and are tomorrow's movie stars and rock stars. Yeah, YouTube is mainly about ads. That's how they make their money. They get paid from other companies to run their ads. That's it. And talent scouts, companies and stuff pay them to look for talent. But like I said, today's YouTubers are tomorrow's idiots and tomorrow's killers or whatever. You know, I don't know. Well, it would be great if everything wasn't to get a view or to get a sub. If you don't have a sub on this channel or whatever, but it's all about the subs. It's all about monitoring. It's all about they want to run ads. They even run ads on my videos. I don't make a dime off of it. You know who makes money off of it? Probably the people the cover songs, the band, YouTube. They make money off of it, not me. I don't have no Patreons, no nothing. I don't make a dime off of it. If I want to make money, I'll go work for a living. But there are and nothing against people that make a living on YouTube. Hey, I didn't know you can make money on YouTube. I've been on there. I was on there, I don't know, 5, 6 years before I even knew. You can make money on it. I didn't know that. I didn't care because I wasn't in it for the money. I wasn't in it for the money. And, I'm just on here talking. If there ain't nobody watching, I'm still going to talk on YouTube. I'm still going to make videos, even if I don't have one viewer. And believe me, I've done it before. And a lot of you people will have to do it. Don't get discouraged. You might make a video and it get one view. Don't let it discourage you. A lot of people are on YouTube just to get their aggressions out, just to talk about their problems, just to become something or famous or whatever. Don't have that mentality when you do it. When you become a YouTuber, do it because you just want to be a YouTuber. You want to have your say in the world. You want to voice your opinion, whatever. And people shouldn't be attacked for voicing their opinion. In a perfect world, people shouldn't be attacked for just voicing their opinion. But we don't live in a perfect world. Oh no, there's doctors, lawyers, movies, you name it, Ruffalo. You name it. There's all kinds of idiots. Idiots come in all color, races, and creeds. Ideology is not racist to nobody. It's not prejudiced to nobody. And it's just like anything else that the government or anybody helps you with, but they'll make you think I've seen people that work their whole lives and go to try and get Social Security or whatever and have trouble getting Social Security. And then they're like, then they make you feel like you should be thanking them. You're like, what? I worked for a living. I paid into it. And everything. Oh no, you should be thanking us. And then you want to say something, and they're like, well, you can't say that. We can take everything away from you. It's madness. Would I have done it differently if I was the one that created the whole thing? Yes. Most definitely. Because it's not working out with these things. I think people are finally realizing that we were all shammed. We were all scammed, shimmy shammed, whatever you want to call it. I wish we did live in a perfect world where no one cursed. I don't curse. I never was a big cursor. I mean, maybe when I was younger, but once I got older, I don't curse. I try not to use bad words. I don't swear. Even my family members notice, what's going on? You usually don't swear. No, I usually don't. You try and live a biblical life to be good, not use bad words, not use whatever. But like I said, if you're around people or you watch something all the time, it rubs off on you. Like I said, I can't watch too much mafia stuff. Or the next thing you know, I got my pinky ring on and I'm pushing people out of the way and I'm talking like an Italian. I can't watch certain stuff for 20 years because, well, eventually it's going to rub off on you. If you're around somebody that's a gangbanger and you're around them and they're beating people up and doing bad things or whatever, and you hang around with them all the time and everything, and eventually you won't notice it, but other people will notice it. And they'll be like, hey, something ain't right. You've been changing. And then them people that, don't tell me, I'm one of the boys of GK 33 killers from the 3rd Street. You're like, what the heck? No, it's true. I can't say it's not. I've seen it too many times. It's just like what Ma and Pa used to tell people. If somebody jumps off that bridge and dies, are you going to jump off after them? If you hang around with bad people all the time, you're eventually going to cave to the pressure, the money, the sex, and the drugs. And then next thing you know, they got their claws in you. And then the next thing you know, you got nothing. Or you're doing stuff for these people just to make money. And I don't know. I don't know what to tell this world. I didn't create it. I'm not going to suffer for it. It ain't my problem. What I can say is be safe, keep an eye on your family and your children, and hunker down. Might be the time of it might be the season of the witch. It might be the season of the devil, whatever. It's not good times. And anybody that's telling these people that we're all safe, this could never happen in America. This is the greatest country in the world. Don't let these people pull the wool over your eyes. This country is becoming a nutcase. Everything that these other countries didn't want, well, now have made haven in America. And ain't it funny how all the rest of these countries now are doing great? But our good old USA, we got troubles here now. People just don't want to see it. It's the people that are making big money. It's the people behind gated communities, behind that turn a blind eye. It don't concern us. So I used to be like that when I was growing up. People would say, mind your own business. If it ain't happening to you or your family or one of your friends, turn your cheek and walk the other way. And it's none of your business, because you can end, if you make it your business, you can end up dead. So we were raised that way. We really didn't care what happened to anybody unless it was one of our families or friends. Then it was a different story. But other than that, well, you turn the other cheek. It's none of your business. That's the way some of these people were raised. It ain't none of my business how much these people make on YouTube. It ain't none of my business what these people say on YouTube. It ain't none of my business. But now I have kids and grandkids. So now sometimes I'm like, well, geez, some of these things you got to make your business, because if not, well, that could have been our little grandchild out there dead. That could have been our daughter or our sons out there being brainwashed or killed or whatever. And it's all who you know in this business. And America has become a business. And then it all falls back to, sorry, boys, it's just business. I'm sorry. I own America now. It's just business, boys. That's all. Don't get upset. Don't do anything stupid. It's just business. It's just the way it is. Sorry. That's what it's like. It's not you. It's nothing personal. It's just business. I own this country now. I'm sorry. It's just business. I mean, that's how it goes. That's how it plays out in everything. That's just how it is. It's just business. Mind your own business. It's just business. It's just a bunch of madness that these people have created. Don't have nothing to do with God. It don't have nothing to do with nobody. It's just madness. And although these people are sick, more sicker than me. I mean, I got imagination. I can create some crazy stuff on film or whatever, but going out and doing it in real life, well, that's another thing. These people believe in God and the devil, and they're very violent with what they do. And there ain't nothing anyone can do to change their mind. I wish there was, but there ain't. It's called MK Ultra. It's been going on for many, many thousands of years, people. I don't know what to tell you, other than don't fall into it. And they leave these people no choice but to defend themselves. And that's why you got a lot of people flipping out and killing people. They feel that they need to defend they feel threatened. And they do what they've been watching on TV for I don't know how long, or on the streets or whatever. They do what they do. They're like children. It's like monkey see, monkey do. You know, because we lived and we pumped out through the airwaves, through society, through everything, that you ain't a man if you don't kill. Do you understand that? There's nothing I can do about it. I can't change these people's minds. That's the way we were raised. You are not a man unless you do whatever you got to do to put food on the table. All right, I'll go out and slaughter 50 people. I'll probably make about 50 to 100,000. You know, whatever. You know, and then you got the pressure of the woman. I don't care what you do. You know, you're not a man if you don't. Well, that's how a lot of these people came up dead. Because they were raised, you ain't a man unless you do whatever it takes to put money on the table, to put food on the table, to support a family. We let them create this madness where it's okay for you people to go out and slaughter and kill and rape and molest kids and trafficking and all this stuff, because you ain't a man unless you do these things. We let these people create this world that we live in. I'm sorry, I'm not a man. Call me a little boy. I'm not going to go out and rape, pillage, steal, and kill people to make $1. And that's how most of these people made $1. That's how most of these people that own these big, giant corporation and businesses got to where they were, is they had to kill some people somewhere down the road. Either that or wreck their lives and sue them with everything. And that's how they became who they became. And it's a proven fact. I know you people want to say you're nuts, you don't know what you're talking about, but I'm telling you the truth. But you people don't want to hear the truth. It's a proven fact. Somewhere down the road, one of these corporations that you people think are so innocent probably had someone taken out because they got too close to something or were jeopardizing their money or their business. But see, to one side of the tracks, it's perfectly normal. Hey, you did what you had to do. You're a man. You had to take them out. You had to. You ain't a man if you didn't. You took out 100,000 people in one shot. You know, you had to do what you had to do. That's a manly thing. It's the world we live on. You ain't a man unless you wipe these people out. Unless you get what you got. Unless you get what you got or you want. I say foobar on all these people. They're nuts. And they're only doing what they've seen. They're only doing what they've been trained to do. Most of these guys are ex-military. We got Pentagon and Homeland Security scratching their heads going, are you effing kidding me? No, you idiots. You train these idiots. Now you got to go out and take them out. You know, they took an oath. They did their 8 years in the military, 4 years or 8 years in the military, and now they took your technology, your training, and they're slaughtering citizens. Now you take these pricks out. It's all on how you were raised. I think you people have just seen the tip of Satan's horns. I think it's going to get a lot worse. Why? Because it was the way they were raised. And that's it. I think it's going to get a lot worse in this country. So this whole Johnny Gobbler, Ryan Upchurch episode is unreal. Yeah. Johnny Gobbler wants an apology from Ryan Upchurch. Ryan Upchurch don't want to give him an apology. Well, whatever it may be, I really don't care. I can say this much. It is funny. But like I said, they both knew each other at one time, probably. Or were friends with somebody that was friends of theirs or whatever. You know, who knows? But I'm pretty much done with the saga. I think I might write a song about it. Who knows? But if we continue on this path, now I know one of the ladies commented in my chat that we should be able to learn and grow. Well, you should, and she's right. She is 100% right. I wish we can go through life without cursing, swearing, calling people's names. I think it was True Tragedy or True Crime Maria or whatever. And she's right. We don't live in a perfect world. I wish we did, where everybody lifted each other up and we all were rich. We all had everything we needed. You know, I wish we did live in a world like that, but we don't. We should. By now, you think these people would have learned from history, from past history, but they haven't. We still live in a slave world. We're a slave to everything. You know, I ain't got nothing against somebody going out there and being a movie star or a rock star and doing it honestly and legit, and didn't have to go ahead and do something to become something. You know, and that's how some of these, they get you on some of this stuff. You got to do something bad to become something good. And I'm just like, nah, I've been through that. I ain't going that route again. So we live in a madness that somebody thousands and millions of years ago or whatever created. You know, We are suffering for this stuff that these people live by, that they created thousands and thousands of years ago. It was the way of the ancestors. Yeah, your ancestors are all dead. You know, I don't think it was a good way. It's what America's about. Yeah, slaughtering people, your freedoms to walk down the street and beat on people. You know, to pick and choose who's going to become a star and who ain't. You know, to pick and choose who's got the look and who don't have the look. You know, that's what America's become. I'm sorry, people. You want the truth? I just gave it to you. You know, I got skills that you people don't even know about. Why? Because I don't talk about them. I got plenty of skills to make me a lot of money. But I don't use them because they're not good skills to be using. At least not an honest way. But then again, if you live on the streets, that is the honest way. That's what these people just don't realize. They cannot fathom it. They can't put it into their little brains and understand what I'm saying. If you live on the streets, there are no rules. There's only skills. Depending on if you know how to make good drugs, if you're a good killer or whatever it may be. You know, you ain't got skills. I'll tell you what, I got skills, but I choose not to use them. Because them skills might make me a lot of money, but it'll cause a lot of people pain and a lot of death. And I choose not to use my skills. You know, a lot of people are pissed, but I don't know what to tell you. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for the views. I'm not in it for the subs. And maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's why people are saying, well, you got to start thinking about the subs, the views, the money. No, I don't know. I've always noticed the more money I get, the more troubles I have. It's no doubt a curse. Why do I believe that it's a curse? Because God said it was a curse. Because the Bible said it was a curse. Because the Bible said it was a witch, it was a demon, it was a devil, it was this. That's why. And I got a problem with raising these people their whole lives to believe this. Do good, Johnny. Don't do bad. Yeah. As I sit and watch these people that do nothing but bad make all kinds of money and then make fun of us. I think it's pretty funny because I got a sense of humor and I got a tough skin. I've been called all kinds of shit. You name it. It don't bother me. I let it roll off the door. Hey, I'm not that because I know I'm not these people that they think I am. You know. And no, I wasn't a professional hitman. I know a lot of people have been asking. No. You know. No, I don't make money that way. I'm sorry, but it's sad. I live in a country that's that's how some of these people make their money. So, what do? Nothing. There ain't nothing I could do about it. I wish there was, but I can't. This is the world we live in. I didn't create it. I don't want it. It ain't my problem. Quit making us suffer for something somebody created 200,000 years ago or whatever, the time of man. Why am I suffering? Have these people got no brains? This has got to be the biggest brainwashing thing in the world. It's got to be. You know, are these people trespassing? Yes, they are. Well, you're crazy. I don't care what you say. The Bible says people trespass on people. That means that guy over there ain't sick. That guy right there is trespassing on that guy. So now that guy's sick. And now you got two sick guys. Well, it's not real. Well, the Bible says it is. So therefore it's real and nobody can change it, and we're going to kill these people because they've been trespassing on us or whatever. I don't know. That's just the way they were brought up. Remember government, remember churches. I didn't create this mess. And I ain't going to suffer for it. I don't think anyone should be suffering for this crap. This is just madness that these people created. And you know what? The reason they got to where they are and have the money they have is because they killed. They sold their souls to the devil. They didn't make it the honest way. They made deals, even these politicians, to line their own pockets, not the people's pockets. You know, we didn't make this mess. We're not suffering for it. I don't think anyone should be suffering for them. You know, I've been doing a lot of research in this Bible stuff and everything. And, you know, everybody loves Jesus until they found out, well, they will do to you what they did to me. Well, good God, they're going to sacrifice all of us. You know, but in the end, it'll be great. You know, well, I kind of love this world. I kind of like breathing because I've been dead before. And if it was everything they said it was, well, I didn't see it. You know, I don't know. You know, I just don't understand their ideology. You know, good God, they killed Jesus. You know, they're going to kill all of us. But in the end, we'll be in a better place. You know, that's kind of hard to believe when you ain't seen the kingdom of God. It would have been nice if he would have said, hey, check this out. Oh, holy crap, look at that. Paved gold roads. Everybody looks beautiful. Everything is beautiful. There's no pain. There's nothing. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Follow God. But there was none of that. And then there's that verse in the Bible, well, blessed he who has believed but has never seen. No, blessed be me, because I've never seen, I still believe, but I'm getting called an idiot a lot. Then you go to the professionals and you talk to some of these doctors and they're like, it's all made up. Are you kidding? You know, I've God and everything. He's going to save me. It's all made up. It's madness, and don't fall for it. And that's what they actually told me. And then I started talking to other people and everything, you know, psychiatrists, doctors and stuff. You know, what's your take on this and everything? God is real. God, it's all made up, you know. And then they got upset and they changed their views and everything. They were saying it's not the devil, it's not a demon, it's mental illness. It's not real. You're kidding me. It's not real. 50 some years we were raised up. It's not real. It's all in your head. There is no demons. There's no monsters. There's no devil. There's no God. It was all made up. It's not real. That's what they told us. Yeah, all right. So this is a madness that they brought us into. And some of us, well, we still choose to try and live by God's laws the best we can. We still believe in something good, even though it might not have been a man. It might have been just a man that was crucified. And he was crucified for doing everyday things. Freedom of speech, voicing his opinion, and being good. And they might have just killed him for that. I don't know. We don't know. You know why we don't know? Because we weren't there. We're only going on what somebody wrote. Do I choose to believe in something good? Yes. I choose to believe that there's got to be something good in this life. Something. And all these people are not the will of God. I don't understand where these people get it. I don't know. It's no wonder these people are dying and nobody gives a crap. Well, it must have been the will of God. God took another good one. No, if they read the Bible in the beginning, it says God is good. God only punishes to get you back in line or whatever, He's not a killer. He's a creator. He's not a life taker. He's love. He's everything. But there's people out there that can't comprehend that. And all these people dying. It was the will of God. And God took another person today was great, and everybody's, I wish it was like that. I wish it was like that, people. I wish it was, but it ain't. If we don't have law and order, we'll have giant groups of people in the streets, just like the movies. And I keep trying to tell these people, movies are real. No, it's just fake. No, it really happened. Do you understand? Them people were chopped up and fed to people. Movies are real. Most of them. The sci-fi stuff, no. The movies that you watch about Manson and all these killers and everything and people going crazy, Chainsaw Massacre, people did not understand that the Chainsaw Massacre movie was real. The guy actually chopped people up with chainsaws all the time. It was a real thing. The movie was based on a real incident, and most movies are. So it's madness. They created it. We ain't suffering for it. We bow down to nobody. No one. And they're pissed. But they finally realize we just will not bow down to him. It would have been great. If I bow to anybody, it'll be Jesus. It'll be God. It won't be to anybody else. I'll tell you that much. I wish it was true. I wish they would have said once we were born and we came out of the womb, that Jesus said, look at this. This is what, if you be a good boy, this is what you will have. And showed us the kingdom. And said, here is my kingdom. This is what you will be in, and this is what will be part of yours if you're a good boy and a good girl when you grow up and throughout your life. But it wasn't like that. I wish it was. Maybe next time, Jesus, you might want to give us a glimpse when we're first born. You know, this is what you will have if you're a good boy and you follow God. But there wasn't none of that. So it's hard for these people to grasp that it's real, especially when you got doctors telling you it's all made up. It's brainwashing. Don't believe in it, and we can fix you, you know. So I can understand how some of these people, and we're just seeing the tip of it. That's all I'm going to say to you guys is we're just seeing the tip of what's coming. I mean, it's been going on for a while, you know, but I think we're just seeing it. It's just madness. They created it. And what gets me is they're so nuts. They think it's normal. Well, we got more money than you. We're more superior than you and all this and that. They were raised on it. They don't know they don't know. It's madness. I mean, you want the truth, people. I'm giving you the truth. It's just madness. Sure, I can make a lot of money with some of the skills that I learned when I was a young man, because that's what was around. But I choose not to. I chose a different path in life. I went to work. I learned a trade. I made money with my hands, with my brain, with my 2 feet. I never had to break laws to make money. Could I have? Yes. You want the truth? Yes. I could have made a lot of money if I would have used my head right and the skills that I had of knowing how to do things. But I didn't. I chose not to. I wasn't raised that way. You make a living, you believe in God. Don't pray to the devil. The devil is real. God's real. Make an honest dollar. You got to shovel crap, whatever. You make an honest buck. That's what I did. Along the way, I ran into the devil. He wasn't too happy with my blonde hair and my chiseled body and my tan body. So he decided he was going to make life rough for me. And he did. But he still lost because I did not have to do what he wanted me to do. Therefore, I won, Satan. And still, you lost. They're mad because if we have to be poor, we'll be poor. We'll live poor. I started off poor. And then you're going to have them people that come at you and say, he's nothing. No woman is ever going to want you. You're poor. You're not going to have nothing in this life because you're poor. You're not a bad boy. You're not going to have nothing. Now, if you were a bad boy and you come over with us, you can have some money, some power, then women will want you, I say, hey, if I'm going to be poor, I'm going to be the best poor person I could be. If I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be the best rich person I can be. You know, I'm happy being poor now. I mean, I was happy with the house and the cars and the trucks and everything, but you know, you rebuild. You know, Satan came in, tore our worlds apart, and we rebuild. We go on. That's what we do. Well, right now I'm poor. That don't mean I'm going to be poor the rest of my life. Just this incident, this time in my life. Well, I'm not poor, but I'm poor. And women and men, you know, don't like people that are poor. They look down upon it. They don't, you know. And I never understood it. When I was growing up, we didn't make fun of our grandparents and stuff would tell us stories and everything. And our grandparents would go bald or they would, lose their teeth and have to get denture. We didn't make fun of them. We loved them, even though grandpa and grandma used to joke around and take their teeth out or walk around with their dentures, you know, halfway out of their mouth or whatever, farting or whatever. We didn't make fun of them or not like them. We still love them. But the world we live in today, well, Satan loves to beat everybody down. Well, look at him. He's got one eye. Or look at him. He's got no teeth, or he's bald, or look at this world has become everything the Bible said it would be. They judged everybody, just like they judged our Father, Jesus, and God, his Father, our Father, the creator of all. But then again, there I go again talking gibberish. If a psychiatric person see me right now, they would say, yeah, he's crazy. There he goes again talking about God and the devil, and it's all real. Don't they know it's not real? It's a sickness, a mental illness. Yep. Too late now. You've raised all these people on that, and they believe in it. Just like they believe in the military and everything else. Just like they believe in that we're supposed to trust politicians just as we would trust God. Yeah, boy, that's kicking us in the butt, ain't it? Now they want war with Russia. Well, is Russia on the border of the United States of America? Last time I checked, no. So what are we worried about it for? When is the last time Russia invaded a country and slaughtered it? I don't think Russia's ever really done anything like that. So why are we so worried about Russia? Why? I have no idea. Good God, can't these people get along? Unbelievable. They want to bring us into a war. We just got out of a 20-something year war. Billions and trillions, quadrillions of dollars not sunk into it. And they want to suck us into another one. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Like the United States citizens can't use that 23 quadrillion dollars that you want to blow on another war. And then they want to turn around and say, well, you people are lucky you got what you have. Are you people nuts? Do you not see what these people have done to us since we were children? To our families? Our ancestors grew up in this madness. And they're doing the same thing to us. It's just unbelievable. It is. It's just unbelievable. Let me check my chat. I'm sorry if I did not check my chat, but I had to get all that out. It's just madness that they pump into us. Evil coming from other people into us, and then we release it right back out into the world. It's just madness. I'll tell you that much. Let's see what our trusty buddy Bendejo said. Johnny, go play your guitar. Plug that stupid effect pedal in and turn all the effects up to 11 and play Stranglehold. I can't. The one guy I was supporting, Ted Nugent, struck my channel for playing Stranglehold, I think. The one guy I was watching and sticking up for said he's seen my video. Yeah, I seen your video, kid. Yeah, I've seen it. But no, YouTube will copyright me, or whoever owns Ted Nugent's catalog or whatever will copyright me. I don't think Ted. I don't know. Ted might not own his own music anymore. I don't know. It might have been Ted Nugent that struck me. You know, I've been in his chatting with people, chatting with him and stuff. You know, well, not chatting with him, just leaving comments and on his live videos and stuff. No, and here's the thing: I grew up on Stranglehold, right? Ted Nugent. You know, my uncles and stuff listened to Ted Nugent. My parents and grew up on Ted Nugent. It's like all these bands. It's like, good God, we were brainwashed by these people. Now all of a sudden, you want to play one of their songs, and you get copy struck. Copyrights like the $50 million they have, or it's just not enough. I mean, it's all goes back to the Bible. Greed. They all made their money. You think they would say, don't copy strike anybody. Good God, we are set for the rest of our lives. Our families are set for the rest of their lives. And our grandchildren are set for the rest of their lives. Don't copy. So let these people, the fans are the ones that made us, that created this, that gave us all this. And yet they treat their fans like they're just scum. Did you just play one of my songs? I'm going to copy strike you. That's my song. I want you to put every penny he makes into my 50 billion that I already got. It's just everything that it said. It's madness. They created it. And I ain't going to suffer for it. I don't have to suffer for it. I didn't create this madness. Put it in God's hand. He created everything. Let him settle it. I've already been to hell I don't know how many times. When I go down there, people get, they're like, are you here for a reason? Are you coming back again? Take me with you. I don't know. I've crawled my way out of that place a lot of times. But what can you do? Hey, I beat all kinds of stuff. Sicknesses, drugs, alcoholism. You name it. Seen a lot of crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So if someone came to me and said, hey, this such and such, this is going to happen and this is going to happen, I would say, I believe it. Why? Because it's possible. That's why I keep telling the government, keep your hands on the ball, because this is when these idiots like to come and attack us, is when all this chaos and commotion is going on. Then they come in with the Trojan horse and attack us. I guess you people call them terrorists or whatever. I just call them idiots. No, I don't know. And then if you piss the wrong person off, I've seen people get put on list and everything, and they're like, I didn't do anything, innocent. Well, the government, you said something against the government, and the government went ahead and put your names on a list. It's almost like a blackball list. I've seen it before in the music business, you name it, movie. They put your name on that little black book, that little black book, and then you don't get no work. You get nothing but a bunch of headaches and bull crap sent your way because they blackball you. Same thing with the government. You say one little word, whatever. They might not have not one drop of evidence on any of it, but they put your name on the list. Why? To wreck your life. That's how they operate. I don't know what to tell you, people. Lord, I wish it was different. I wish the Lord could have showed us the kingdom as soon as we came out of the womb and said, here, will all be yours. As long as you do this. And you know how many people would have said, okay, but it's not like that. I wish it was. We're supposed to be intelligent, but I'm starting to think that the animals are more intelligent than the human beings now. And that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. That is saying a lot right there. Who are the animals, really? All right, folks. I got to go. You guys have a great night. Be safe. Hey, my apologies if I upset anybody in this video with words or my thoughts. Really, my apologies. People do have hearts. People do have emotions. And I wish we didn't have to upset them emotions or break people's hearts or, it's been done to me, but just because it's been done to me doesn't mean it should be done to others. Bendejo, I am out of the Thux pedals. I'm out of everything. I sold everything. I got 2 guitars left. And I sold my GT3. My Boss GT3 effects pedal. I sold it. Why? Because I needed money. For drugs? No. To live. What are these people? I don't understand it. He must be doing drugs again. Yeah, good God. My problem is I'm not doing drugs. That's my problem. That's probably my biggest problem. I need to go back to that candy. That's probably my biggest problem. No. I don't monkey with that stuff no more. No, to live. That's how I make a living. I did it for a long time. I bought a bunch of guitars. And then I sold a bunch of guitars. I bought a bunch of amps and effects pedals, and then I I sold them, and then I buy more, and I sold them. You know, so guitars come and go, effects pedals come and go, guitar amps come and go. People don't come and go. Well, they do, but you know. Hey, Christopher Valdez, how you doing? What do you got? Let's see what he's at. Have you seen Sean Harmon's recent videos where he shoots up live? No, I don't pay too much attention to Sean Harmon. Christopher Valdez. Is he shooting up on? He ain't shooting up on camera, is he? I don't know. I don't know. But I imagine there'll be. I don't know. I'll have to. I'll take your word on it, Christopher Valdez. No, I haven't seen Sean. I stay away from people like that. Why would I want to be around that? You know, I don't want to be around it. You know, hey, you know, I, I, Sean Herman was in my chat once for 2 hours. I let him explain his story why I was live. At the end of it, I said, dude, stay clean. And although I don't believe everything you're saying, uh, you know, stay clean and God bless. And that's the last time I chatted with Sean Harmon. Do I know him personally? No, never met him in my life. Did I let him explain his story while I was doing a Delphi video? Yes, I did. You know, there's nothing I can say. You know, Sean's been given chances that I wish I had chances on, but you know, if he falls back into the drugs, you know, no one can help Sean but Sean Harmon. You know, and I don't hang around with people like that. Uh, you know, I don't monkey with heroin. I don't monkey with crack. I don't monkey with powder cocaine or none of that crap or drink alcohol or none of it. Uh, and thank God, you know, I beat it. I beat the addiction. A lot of people are pissed. A lot of people made a lot of money off of me. You know, believe me, people don't want you sober and thinking with a clear mind. They want you a drug fiend, an alcoholic, a sex addiction. Why? So they can control you, so they can rob you blind. You know, so a lot of people are pissed because I'm not in that swing of thing. I'm not in the clique no more. No, I'm just a normal dude. You know, I watch YouTube like everyone else. I play guitar. I help people when I can. And I make money an honest way. I don't know. I'll take your word on it, Christopher Valdez, that it's probably all acting. What's sad is nobody believes these guys no more. These crime channel dudes. You know, the whole Sean Harmon thing, the whole Anthony Greeno thing and everything. Nobody believes anything they say because they've been caught in creating illusions, lies, or whatever. And they stick by it. They don't say, "Oh, well, it's just a skit. It was just a thing happening or whatever I was working on," or it's really not true. And no. What channel was it, Christopher Valdez? He's got like 50 of them. I don't know what channel it is. Yeah, I don't know. But I'll take your word for it. I'll check it out and see what he's talking about. But it's probably acting. Trying to get people to judge him so he could say, they judged me. Well, welcome to the world, Sean Harmon. Some of us get judged every single day. Everything we say, everything we do. I don't know. All right, this is a 2-hour, 2.5 hour almost video here. I'll see what everyone's talking about. And Sean Harmon shoots up live. I don't know. On his Sean Harmon channel, he hasn't posted since. How long ago was this? Good God, if he's on the meth, is he shooting up the meth? Good God. Oh, my God. Good sweet Jesus. I don't know. All right, I'll check it out. See what's up. Yeah. Boy, he should have just stayed clean. He had everything. He started getting. They gave him teeth. They gave him a place to live. They gave him money. They gave him all kinds of stuff. They even broke laws to protect him and all of it. And now he's shooting up on camera. I can't believe this. I guess it's true what they say. They pay you to be bad. How many days ago was this Valdez that he posted? And now he hasn't posted since. That good God, he probably OD'd on himself. Either that or he's on a binge. You probably won't see him for a week. If it's true. I don't know if it's true or not. I have no idea. I don't keep up on the Sean Harmon, Anthony Drino wars or any of that. I don't even really keep up on the Johnny Gobbler or Ryan Upchurch episode thing going on. I just seen it a couple days ago, and I was like, this is mad. And now people making videos that they're worried about Johnny Gobbler. He seems like he's really on. He's gonna snap and he might hurt people. I don't think so. Johnny Gobbler's not the one walking around with weapons strapped to his side. Saturday, so that's Sunday, Monday. That's 2 days. I imagine somebody finally would have found him by now. He might be on a binge. Who knows? If it's even true, I don't know. If it was even real, Christopher Valdez, these guys like to joke so much and tell lies or whatever. on YouTube so much, nobody believes them. Nobody believes anything they say. You know, yeah, these days you make your opinion on YouTube and people are saying, well, that's false information. Well, that's what I believe. Well, that's false information you're giving out. No, that's what I believe. That's what I think. That's my scenario. Yeah, but you can't, it's false. No, it's just a scenario. Who are you people to tell me? This is my country now. I own this whole shindig. Who are you people to tell me that the information I'm thinking is false information? These people got balls the size of you can't think that. Are you kidding me? I own this whole shindig. Tell me what I can think and can't think. It's my opinion on the case. It's my theory of what might have happened. I don't know, but I got to get off this death machine. And that's what YouTube is becoming. Death machine. Gangs. We're ganged up. We're connected. Whatever. It's no wonder this country's going to burn. It's no wonder this country's Babylon. All right, folks, be safe. I want to thank everyone for coming in. Ruffalo 9, Bendejo, the lovely True Crime Maria. Who else was in? Oh, the Bella. I think that's her name, Bella. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, like I said, people, be safe. Don't let these people push you around. Don't let them steal from you. They only use the Bible when it's for their own good. It's real. What do you want me to say? The war in America is real. The struggles are real. Life is real. All of it. I'm getting ready to send everyone back home. The only ones, and I mean the only ones, that have been nice and respectful are my Native American brothers. The rest of you people, well, I don't know. But like I said, pretty soon I'm just going to wake up one day and I'm going to say, guess what? And they're going to say, what? We're sending all you people home. You messed up my country. How about we come to your countries and tear the shit out of it with disease and madness? How about we do that? Oh, no, you can't come to my country and do that. Well, then don't come to mine. Because one of these days I'm just going to wake up and I'm going to say, let's get rid of all these dudes, all these people, send them back home. Let's rebuild our country. Let's rebuild our minds, our hearts, our souls. Yeah. When will that day come? I don't know. It's getting close, but yeah, I don't know. This is my shindig. I don't know what to say. Wish I can help you. Then again, nobody helped me. But if the ship goes down, well, we'll all go down together, right? That's what it's all about. One for all and all for one. Although we don't have a ship to go down because we ain't running the show. So, all right, be safe, people. Remember, YouTube is not real, it's entertainment. Until somebody gets hurt, then it's real. This has gone too far. Well, I told you that, but you told me it was entertainment. So it's entertainment. I don't know what to tell you. You know, next time this country's attacked, I'll just say it's a movie. Don't worry about it. It's not real. It's all fake, made up. All right, you guys have a great night. Be safe. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Oh, and Christopher Valdez. Thanks for everybody for stopping in. Don't do anything bad to anybody. Don't do anything bad to yourselves. And believe in good and not bad. And try and support people and lift people up. You know, I wish I had the support that I've given people on YouTube. You know, but I'm not here to get support. I'm here to support. So I might lift somebody up one day, although I'm on the brink of madness. But as long as that person over there is having a better day, well, that's all that really matters. All right. Talk to you folks later.